is it?
This gentleman's from the Borough Surveyor's office, Mrs. Sharples.
Oh, he is he? Have you come about big gas?
Well, no, not exactly.
I thought not, but they do send somebody around. It's usually about something unimportant.
Well, Mrs. Sharples, I don't think it's in your interest that we should talk about this in the street.
If you're suggesting that I've got anything to hide, Mr. Tatlock, I'll thank you to keep your suggestions to yourself. You better come in, then.
It's a nice little place you've got here.
Oh, it's a nice little place, is it? Well, if you think it's a nice little place, you want to try living in it, that's all I can say. Should have been pulled down for scrap years ago, and that Leonard Swindley with it.
Oh, it's something in that line of business that Mr. Harper has come about. This thing about pulling down Coronation Street, to get it right.
Oh, so you've come about that, have you? What makes you think it concerns me?
Oh, my dear madam...
Now, don't you come madam in me. I know which side my bread's buttered on if nobody else does. And I don't mind telling you, this business of demolition, as you call it, doesn't matter to me one little bit.
Oh, how do you make that out?
There's money in this street, you know, on this side anyway. You all know what's on t'other. But if you think they'd let them pull down a place like this factory that's worth thousands if it's worth a penny, you've got another think coming.
Mrs. Sharples, I'm afraid you're under a misapprehension.
I'm under my own roof, that's all I'm under, and that's where I'm stopping.
And that's precisely what we've come to tell you. There's no question of Coronation Street being demolished.
Who do you think you're kidding?
No, it's only a rumour, Mrs. Sharples.
A rumour? Are you trying to tell me it's a rumour when I saw it with my own eyes on a board in the town hall? Notices of demolition. All those houses on the north-east side of Coronation Street.
Ah, Mr. Tatlock, I think I know how this has come about. There is indeed a notice, but the street in question is Coronation Terrace, quite some distance away. I don't think we need to look any further, do you?
If I had my way, I'd sack the lot of them. Deceiving the public, that's what they are.
Oh, are you right, Gina?
Right? Of course I'm right. It's the iron hand of democracy down at that town hall that's plaguing the likes of us.
There were a bit about it in the paper last week.
Yes, I could tell the paper something and all. You're not safe in your own backing these days. But they're not going to do me down, you know. They think they've got it all cut and dried down there, but they've got another thing coming. I know my rights.
Oh, I were only saying to Minnie just now. I said, if anyone knows their rights, I said, it's Ina, I said.
Small print.
Eh?
I said small print, that's how they do it on you. Oh, they're a crafty lot down there. They know they've got to put these notices up, and they get round it by putting in such small print that nobody can read it proper. I tell you without a word of a lie, if I read that notice once, I read it 20 times.
What notice?
What do you mean, what notice? Are you listening, Martha Longhurst? Because if it's too much trouble for you to listen to the complaints of a poor old friend of yours, it's time you took your hook. And we want 3 milk stouts in here if it's not too much trouble. The notice I'm referring to is the notice about the pulling down of Coronation Terrace, so they say. But I've seen them fellas coming round before, you know. That's what their job is, to put the people off. Well, all I can say is it's coming to a pretty pass when they send those great big bullies down to stop defenceless women from speaking their own minds.
Oh, it's a right shame, Ina.
And it's about time you started to talk about it for yourselves, too. Don't see why I should do all the talking. And what's been going on in here while I've been out? Oh, you've no need to tell me. I know very well what's been said and who said it. Here, what's all this?
A 3 milk stout.
Who told you to bring these in here?
That's what you asked for, isn't it?
Well, I asked for 3 milk stouts, but I requested no service because I know from past experience there is no service in this room.
There you go, Ma. I'm better able to get it than you are. You rest your legs.
Oh, I'm not as old as all that, you know.
I never said you were. Anyway, it's a gentleman's privilege, isn't it?
Well, the trouble about that is the shortage of gentlemen. You know you won't get a tip from me, don't you?
Well, I should hope not.
Oh, can't be that, then. Aye. Right. Right. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it.
You know, he's a nice lad, that is, you know. They can talk about the younger generation as they like. He's a nice lad, is that?